What's going on, folk? In this video, we got a few things for you. For starters, we're gonna do some things on the R32. We got some cool stuff to do on a thick hip Mac Daddy dually, and we're gonna do a little car show stuff. Well, not car meet, excuse me, car meet stuff. You know what I'm saying? Something different than you ain't expecting. You know what I'm saying? So stick around, check it out, and after the intro, you already know.
DJ. The tables turned. Reel it back one time. Okay. Tony touch.
It's so tremendous.
Tony touch. Yo, I be the mic smoker. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel shit. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deeper shit. The hood know you pussy, so we don't buy or believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at, you fuck around me, Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at, you fuck around me, Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny shit. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Niggas say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really bout this house niggas. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out kush. Great tits, New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my nigga even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in the shit, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at, you fuck around me, Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at, you fuck around me, Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? Why would I?
Pimp the government. Quick, let me give you facts. You can get with this or you can get with that. Benjamin gon' pimp or you can pimp him back. Now if you get with this, my man gon' tell you that. You rather flip bricks or rather flip houses? You wanna fuck hoes or nigga pimp dollars? My nigga, I'm Gucci. You can keep the privacy when it's black money, we so close-minded. Look at our mindset, let's redesign it. Let me rewind it, evolve to different things. To need, we is problem. Trust we got in, so trust, I'm a prophet. Kicking knowledge, I'm sincerely paying homage. Move godly, think Gandhi, you can't confine me. They play for checks, I play chess, you can't pawn me. Sipping sake with Kiyosaki while picking property. I plant seeds for money trees, I'm teaching botany. Remember back when they took rap, played Monopoly. Speak facts, they took trap, made copies. They sell their souls for Holocaust. How can we not see the real wealth is intellectual property, nigga?
I learned the etiquette, pimping, ducking the delicate mistakes. Had to double up my dollar like Jefferson off the face. Problem is, do you play to win or do you play it safe? Depends. Do you question what it costs or what it make? Ain't broke till you think with limit. You rich, you in bail. Not to mention, but chasing a pension is out of style. Had an interest for getting digits, bitches gave me the runaround. Now the interest on the digit compound, exquisite. That's how you flip it, huh? We talk metaphysics. When you move it solid, you don't move the money liquid. Implement a vision, speak it to existence. Manifest, and the rest is making good decisions, nigga, yes. We pay custodians the best. Took assault, hit the vault, clean it like it was a mess. Money looks stolen once the rocks turn golden. You could keep it tax free, fuck the IRS shit. Dig that?
G's, flip money. Pimpin' G's,
make the money.
Pimpin' G's, flip money. Pimpin' G's, flip money.
Pimp the
I
government.
keep a hustle on the side like extra yams. Keep a hustle on the side for the extras. Vacant eyes, they can't describe my texture. Smooth nigga, my views impress ya. No jewels on the bezel, we don't embezzle investors. I shoe off devils, get through off. Pimping these Benjamins is nuanced, subtle. Watch how my pay attention cause talk is cheap. They call it the American dream cause you gotta be asleep in order to believe in it. Tantos inmigrantes de todas partes just dream of this, of being here, pero no saben de lo que pasa detrás de las cortinas. No te imaginas, my nigga, when you feeding them the truth, you gotta know the plot thickest, my nigga. We gotta think big on how to get figures, learn something unfamiliar, stop our babies from turning into strippers and drug dealers, give them better than what we had. Generational wealth is the task, we need change deeper than coins in your couch. For the roots of my family tree, I'm branching out. I used to keep money in my socks, now it's mailbox money every Friday on the clock. Out here on the block, trade foreign global.
All right, what's happening? Let's shout this. Okay, so check me out. Oh man, I gotta get. Hold on, I forgot this car has no hood prop in it, so I gotta get a broom to prop up the hood. You know what I'm saying? So, you watched the video. If you are familiar with the channel and you're familiar with the build of this car, oh, I just lost that. If you're familiar, keyword if, hopefully you are, because that's why you're watching this, you would know that this is my R32. I've had it for a very long time, and a couple of years ago got a wild hair at my ass to resurrect the car after it had been down for 10 years. And in the process, you know, she's still a work in progress, but she's an expensive work in progress, so I don't play with the car as much anymore, you know, whatever. So, one thing I've done with the car is, put these over here. That. Pretty nice, right? Thanks. Appreciate you. Hold on. I gotta put you all kinds of weird real quick. I gotta put the broom in here. Okay. So, RB25, bone stock motor, GT35 turbo, sick intake manifold, cold pack conversion, you know, whatever, 20 pounds of boost on a stock block with a ROM tune on my stock computer. Yeah, interesting. Also, it's an RB20 computer, so it doesn't actually utilize the VCT. Future things that come, we'll get there, don't worry, we'll get there. So, let's talk about some things. Well, in the video, you may have seen the car do that. And I come over here and I show how a bunch of oil done came out of this thing right here. And yeah, so let's give you some context here. The reason the engine sounds the way it does, not hitting on all 6 cylinders, is because I have bad compression in 2 of the cylinders. I think it's like 3 and 5 or something. And because of that, the blow by from the motor is like insane. Like it's a lot, you know what I mean? And I forgot about that because I fire this car up every once in a blue moon and I beat it up for usually like a couple minutes and then I put it back in the garage, you know what I mean? And yeah, long story short, but a short story, a long shorty. This thing has had a boost leak on it, and I couldn't figure out why it's had a boost leak in it for a long time. I thought it was my boost gauge. I'm like, oh man, my gauge is reading wrong even though it's brand new. There's no way I'm rocking, you know, 30 pounds of boost or whatever the case is, because I'm supposed to be on 20. So this entire time, I've always heard this light leak somewhere in the car. And I'm like, man, I can't figure out this leak. I'm like, you know, whatever. So going through the whole shit, the whole shaboodle, the whole shebang bang, and I'm discovering, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pull the wastegate off that thing right there. You see me. I'm like, all right, I'm going to pull this wastegate off of here, and then I'm going to respring it, which we did, definitely resprung it. You know what I'm saying? I had 4 springs stacked in there. And to be fair, I went for 20 pounds on the 4 spring setup, but what's dumb is the way, I don't have it. See if I throw a picture of it online. When you go on the website for Tile and they go, yeah, your wastegate springs could be any of these color ranges, and this could be the PSI rating for these color ranges. And that's not very helpful. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, you should have this size spring, this color, this pounds. You see what I'm saying? So if you looked in the video, the springs are bigger and they get smaller and smaller and smaller by like being thinner and thinner, so you can stack them within each other. So my base setting for this car is now at 20 pounds. Could be more, could be less by a couple pounds. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't really watch the boost pressure gauge much. Also, my indoor cat, bam, being outdoors, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this car has been boost spiking to 30 pounds or like maxing the turbo out, whatever, and sounds nasty and it boosts sooner, so that's also cool. However, the problem becomes that that's a stock block, it's a stock everything. There's no head studs, there's no upgraded oil pump in there, there's no nothing. It's just she's stock, man. You know what I'm saying? And she's hurt and she's stock. You know what I mean? So this is not like my final rendition of the engine bay. This is not like my final like everything, but to be fair, there's so much blow by that comes out of this motor that it fills up this entire catch can, which is not a very large catch can, to be fair, right? But it fills it up entirely with oil and then pushes it out and dumps the shit everywhere. That's what some of those oil spots in the driveway are from. So yeah, long story short, found the boost leaks, ended up being, which I'm gonna do a better job later, but if you can see, let's see, this guy here and another one on the other side. I've never realized that had multiple openings in the gate the entire time I've owned it, and I've always heard the leak, you know what I mean? Also, when I put the springs on originally, I pinched the diaphragm. Lucky for me, technically that's been pinched for a couple of years like that, but luckily it's a durable product, made in the United States of America, where all the freedom is, you know what I mean? And the best part about that is I didn't do too much driving to where it tore the gasket, the seal, whatever you want to call it, right? So I got really lucky with that. But yeah, this thing here is she's rowdy. And in the video, unfortunately, I only gave it like a 2nd/3rd gear pull a little bit, nothing too crazy. And I was wearing the Meta glasses and I gave it a lot more of a 3rd gear pull. And I was like, wow, man, the car is ripping. Now before also, I broke this clamp on the throttle body here. And I tried replacing it with other clamps and none of them work. So I have a, oh man, what do I have on here? I have a Treadstone Performance made in USA turbo clamp now. So this thing should be good. But in hindsight too, 30 pounds of boost is a lot of boost. And this is such a small little, I don't know what you want to call it, like there's barely any lip on this throttle body here, so like they should have extended the throttle body like another 1/8 of an inch or so at least, because like a turbo clamp's gonna be a wider band versus like a little narrow, you know what I'm saying, go for gear clamp or something. So yeah, but yeah, long story short story long, she done dumped out the oil, and in the process of dumping out the oil, it got on the tire, which on the process of getting on the tire, slung this shit everywhere. It got all over the engine bay here. It hosed down all the control arm shit, the coilovers, the entire inner wheel well. It hosed down all of the hood inside here. And like, I don't know. I got super lucky that none of it like went on the manifold, like on the hot side of the turbo anywhere. So that is cool, but it does really suck though because I can't stand oily fucking nasty messes. So yeah, that's kind of how that is there, you know what I'm saying? But, and of course, spraying brake cleaner, it ate up some of this shit. Also, to be mindful, I sprayed brake cleaner all over my control arms and shit, and the brake cleaner had a serious reaction with it. So be very careful if you have GK Tech products. I don't know what they're using for powder coating, but it does not fucking like brake cleaner whatsoever. Like I almost like wiped it off, like, you know what I'm saying? So I just be careful, you know what I'm saying? Just take it easy, you know? So yeah, that's where we're at with this thing. Shout it. This thing is as a handful. It's fun, it's cool. I do have a pistons and rods for this motor, but I'll be completely honest with you. It's hard for me to trust a potential machine shop or, you know, one of these places to do something as simple as punch the motor, clean it up, and then, you know, I can install, you know, pistons and rods in the motor, stuff like that. There's not many places that I'm confident doing it. Also, it's really expensive at the same time, you know what I mean? So it runs, it drives, the car moves under its own power. I don't want to take it apart yet. The car has a ton of other things that need to be done first before doing the motor over. So the goal truly is to get another RB25 block, the same one that's in good shape, and I'll put the pistons and rods in that motor, and then I'll run this for a little while. Eventually I'll pull this back out, and then I'll switch the head over, do a couple upgrades in the process, you know what I'm saying, that kind of whole thing. So yeah, so let's check out the next thing. And the next thing, I forget what the next thing is. So you gonna stick around, you gonna find out this, shorty. Hey, what's going on, folk? All right, I just kind of had to yell at you just to get your attention for a second there. It's your boy doing some things, you know what I'm saying? As always, going somewhere, doing something, usually building whatever versus going places, but I also have to go places to get stuff, to build stuff, so, you know, it's kind of how it goes there. Yeah, anyways, I told myself, you know, this coming year, I'm going to start doing things I don't normally do. Car shows being one of them. Well, I don't know when this video is going to come out, but I went to the Swerve car show in Daytona, saw some cool stuff, you know what I'm saying, got to hang out, do whatever, you know what I'm saying, boom. However, I didn't record anything there, and that's because I wasn't quite sure how to really record a video at a car show and kind of like make it, you know, something, and you know what I mean, like there's no point in me recording it and you just watching this lame ass video about some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And as I say that could be potentially what I'm going to be doing right now. So right now I'm in the Lincoln, dog, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here pulling up. So there's a Lowrider car show in my county, and in this part of Florida the Lowrider stuff is not strong like in Tampa. Tampa's, I don't know why, but Tampa's Lowrider scene is real strong over there, and I got some gangster cars, some sick builds, you know what I'm saying, cool, whatever. So as a Florida guy and a guy who really likes lowriders a lot, I want to see kind of what we have to offer here in my county. So your boy out here driving, about to go drive by like 45 minutes, maybe closer to an hour, realistically speaking. And yeah, we'll see how things go out there, you know what I'm saying, this shouty. Also, another side note, it has been raining earlier, and the raining is heading south, and I am going south. So hopefully it's not raining when I get there. It is what it is. Maybe if it is raining, it's raining for like a short period of time, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But this is a good you know, excuse for me to go out and check out some more shit. And I'm gonna try to see what's there. Hopefully, you know, some cool shit actually turns up, because I don't want to film a bunch of lame shit if it does, you know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, not lame shit, but like shit that's lame to me, you know what I'm saying? So I say stick around, check it out, and we're gonna see what we get into. You heard?
Nobody does it better. Nobody does it better. They can come closer than close, yeah. Original they never will be. We bumpin' from coast to coast, yeah, yeah. We just tryna make you see. Nobody does it better.
I'm sitting here tripping, my mind is blocked. Nate Dogg just spit it, so it's time to concoct. No one can do it better like this two-man crew. They say we one here to quitters. Now what y'all gonna do?
Always into something, that's my name. Only out for money, hey, cause that's the game. People always ask me why I'm out for scratch. He who has the most is he who won the match.
Strike one, me and Nate Dogg is a match. Strike two, leave them standing still in their track. Strike three, you could call us 213. It's the L and the B that makes me act like a G.
My exhibition started back in '93, when wasn't nobody listening but warmer than me. To all the non-believers now I bet you see, nobody does it better than me. They can come closer than close, yeah. Original they never will be. We bumpin' from coast to coast, yeah, yeah. We just tryna make you see, nobody does it better.
They call me Jeezy the spark plug, keeping it lit. There's no accident for these platinum hits. So when we make it, you show love. Banging in your club, hanging with your thugs, giving up G love.
Do you remember back on the east side, when all of us niggas used to love to ride? We didn't care what we did. Time was nothing to us, we were just kids. Times are different now, but you still get stuck. I'm not a kid no more, I just don't give a fuck. So if you really think you wanna step to me, keep this in mind, nobody does it better than me.
Explosive, West Coast shit, my niggerish ways attract girls that used to turn they back, causing me to yank they arm and pose like I would do them all. Now I'm saying thank you cause they tell me my shit's the bomb. Explosive, for my niggas drinking cognac, smoking weed, always fat, more than one firearm, chrome rims, rhino, chronic in your system, let me know my shit's the bomb. Explosive,
West Coast shit, nigga. Overdosage, imperial pistols, ferocious. Fuck a bitch, don't tease, bitch. Strip tease, bitch. Eat a bowl of these, bitch. Gobble a dick. Host forgot to eat a dick and shut the fuck up. Gargle and swallow a nut up. Shut up and get my cash. Backhanded, pimp slap backwards and left stranded. Just pop your collar. Pimp convention hoes for $1. 6 deuce in the plush, 6 deuce Impala. Pimpin' hoes from Texas to Guatemala. Bitch niggas pay for hoes, just to lay with hoes. Relax one night and pay to stay with hoes. Captain save them all day. Well say this dick, bitch nigga. You more of a bitch than a bitch. You ain't into hitting pussy or hitting the switch. You into hitting bitches off of the grip, you punk bitch.
All my real dogs still kicking with me. All my down hoes still tricking with me. All the true gangsters know Nate ain't never loved no hoe. All the hood rats still shake it for me. All my true fans still check it for me. All the real smokers know Nate ain't passing nothing but dope and D. Real trees, chronic leaves, no seeds.
Alright, so the lowrider shit, right? You gotta see it, some cool lowriders, some little 3-wheelers, some hopping, some cool shit. I decided, I had someone local reach out to me that happened to catch one of my videos of this car on YouTube. He reached out to me because he's in the same county and he's like, hey, you should come to this meet. And I didn't realize that the guy was, you know, has lowriders and shit. And I'm just like, oh yeah, man, you know, I appreciate you. I was like, I saw something about that and I completely forgot about that lowrider meet. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I'll come check it out. You know what I'm saying? Cool, whatever. So he hits me up, ended up meeting him there. Not meeting him there, but I met him while I was there. So I'm like, oh, okay, he showed me his car, a bunch of cool shit. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's, you know, that's tight. So with all that, you know, I parked my car off at the end of the strip because, you know, ain't got hydraulics on it. The car looks cool, but there's no hydraulics on it, stuff like that. So I feel like it's just a driving car at that point. It just kind of looks tight. So I'm like, yeah, I'll put you kind of in the back, you know what I'm saying? End of the row, you know what I'm saying? But as you saw, like, there's a lot of cool shit. So a lot of Fleetwood, surprisingly. and you know, the G-bodies, three-wheeling and shit. And there's a lot of cool cars there. I didn't capture everything, as the day I stayed there for probably like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours or so. I don't know, something in that range. And during the time, from when I shot the video, there was certain cars there, but some cars had left, other cars had shown up later on. I didn't record any of those cars. I didn't really, you know, I was recording with the meta glasses to try to make a cool little video. And then I was also recording with, you know, obviously the phone with you guys. So that way I can, you know, kind of get it all going here, you know what I'm saying? But it was a cool meet. It was, I was trying to think about not spending money on my Lincoln, but then now, after hanging out there, checking that shit out, it's not that I don't want to put hydraulics on this car, it's that the cost of doing hydraulics is really expensive. You can buy a full hydraulic kit, which is, let's just call it on the cheap side, because the kit that I found is actually a really good price. It's cheap at like $2,500. Okay, cool. Then you need battery racks. That's another, let's just say it's $500. I think it's a little more. You know what I'm saying? Then you need batteries, and batteries is, depending how many you do, you're gonna spend $1,000 to $1,500 on batteries. You're still gonna need some wiring. You're still gonna need, you know, a couple of little things here and there. And that's like to get your shit to just be like a land play car, you know, up, down, side to side, you know, that type of shit. If you want to do anything past that, hopping, three-wheeling, any of the real shit, you got to dive in way further in the finance department. You know what I'm saying? And I want to do those things. So for me to do those things, you have to reinforce the rear end. You have to do what's called a chain bridge. If I want a three-wheel and, you know, do some gangster shit. To hop, you got to put upgraded control arms in, and, you know, it just, like, the list goes on and on. You also have to do reinforcements to the frame. Rear frame arches, front frame arches, belly pan. You have to reinforce the chassis in a lot of places. So realistically, that's $10,000, which honestly isn't really bad considering you're completely changing the entire dynamic of the car. But, you know, that's still no paint and body. That's still, you know what I'm saying? So, like, everything said and done, 15 grand in, really, it would be cheaper to just buy a car that's already done. You know what I mean? And I've tried to buy a car that already had juice on it before buying this car. So it's not like it's not possible, but, you know, it's for what if there's something that you want to have, you want to do. I kind of want to build a car, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to buy a car, but a car that already had like the right hydraulic setup on it that I would want doesn't, I don't know, I wouldn't mind having it, you know what I'm saying? So that way I could focus on doing paint and body, and then focus on upgrading other things from there and making the car more into my own and letting it grow from there. I went the hard route. I found I couldn't get a car with juice on it for the price I was able to afford at the time. And, well, I got a stock car, you know what I'm saying? So a stock car, I'm like, well, I get the car now and I'll just juice it later. So that's the process of this car. But I've been trying to reach out to hydraulic companies that offer systems and kits and stuff like that, so I can try to see if, you know, maybe they're interested in working with somebody that's wanting to, you know, start from zero, that kind of thing, and you know, kind of go from there. So far, not an easy task, but, you know, ain't gonna stop, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that part of the video of just checking out some cool lowriders and just kind of, how do you put it? Just something a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, you're here on my car channel because the type of cars I be fucking with is what the kind of shit you be watching, right? But at the same time, I have, you know, a Hot Boy style R32 wild crazy. I have the S13 Hot Boy wild crazy. But I also have like the Honda shit, and then I also have the, you know, the R35s, and I also have yeah, that's kind of it. There's more Honda shit over there, you know, whatever. I have updates to give you guys, but I'm not gonna update you in this video about that one, or not this, that one. We got some more. I got some more. I'm gonna have like a full Honda video for you here soon. I promise. Probably be a couple weeks out before I can really get all this shit together. So stay tuned for that. it'll be interesting. I promise you, you'll understand a lot once it, you know, comes out, you know what I'm saying? But the lowrider shit, I've always wanted to do a lowrider. I've always wanted to have a lowrider. And before I got into import tuner cars, that's what I was into first. That's at a very young age, you know, 12, 13, 14, 15, then Fast and the Furious 1 came out and I'm like, oh, that shit's real tight. So I decided to go that way because that's about the time I got my license anyway. So it's kind of how that worked out, you know what I'm saying? But I've always had a spot for lowriders and I've always thought they're really cool. And like, let's just be realistic. When you see a car hopping or three-wheeling or like doing anything sick, like that's really cool shit. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that part of the video. And now we're gonna move on to the next part of the video. Feel me?
Yeah, slick. 008, 1964. Feel me? Now what's up, sis? What's the problem? Well, here's the file. Now they got me like a top agent Shogun, watching me program. Like a hot nigga go from smash and explosion. Check the fabrics he worn from. Sass on the flow, get the documents from. Here we go. Now they got me like a top agent Shogun, watching me program. Look a hot nigga go from smash and explosion. Check the fabrics he worn from. Sass on the flow, get the documents from. Here we go. Knock knock. Now me and my kid, now they got me on a plane Madrid. Cats say must get documents, scheme on brick. One rig to retrieve, send pick. Back team and quiz. Hurrying, homie in the lobby, honey studying the lottie-dottie. Once a piece, so Hunt's a chief. Bodyguard study charming, find spot to sneak, kid a weakness, I peeped it. Housekeeping, leaping, he's sleeping, give a little piece then. Click, click, pick skips. Off to me, what did me? Hush, what me Jimmy? List the white collar crimmy. Hope do the right thing with I bring Brits. Don't also keep a copy for me just in case trifling, might get in trouble though. Hype nigga like the flow, life of a 00. Now they got me like a top agent Shogun, watching me program. Like a hot nigga go from smash and explosion. Check the fabrics he worn from. Sass on the flow, get the documents from. Here we go. Now they got me like a top agent Shogun, watching me program. Look a hot nigga go from smash and explosion. Check the fabrics he worn from. Sass on the flow, sign documents from. Here we go.
This, that, alcohol at the back of your neck after a fresh cut.
Last but not least, we're gonna conclude the video here, okay? The video's conclusion is fit to be here. Now, we know the old girl, she ain't nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying? But don't get it twisted. These are 24s, okay? When T.I.'s talking about 24s and all them songs, this is what he's talking about right here. Damn, shorty 24s. But as time goes on, these wheels have gotten super dirty. And like, I see the truck every day. It's obviously parked out here in the dirt and the grass. It's not very helpful, but it's just like a thing where, you know, I see the truck all the time. The truck's dirty now. And like the caps kind of get dirty with the wheels, but not as dirty as the wheels do because the caps are plastic. And I got new caps for the rear. So before I had the center cap, if I have a picture of it still, I'll try to throw it in here. I have a picture of the center cap that came out to like here. I didn't like the way it looked because you had this big, ugly, bulbous shit that kind of took away from how much dish there is here. So I have what's a front cap in the rear because normally you can't do that. But because I have the wheel adapter, which is like an inch thick, and then each of these wheels is also thick together, it pushes everything out away from the axle. So you can rock one of these on top and you have plenty of clearance. So that's pretty cool. In the process though, bam, I seen how shiny the center was and I'm like, oh man, I'm like, that's really shiny. I'm like, that's crazy. And I realized that when I first put the wheels on the truck that, yeah, that's how shiny everything was when I got it. It was all high polished and everything was looking good. And also I bought a spare wheel for the truck because the truck needs it, right? I have to have a spare 24 because I have to run 24s. When I got my spare 24 in, I noticed that this is way more shining than what's on my truck at that moment in time. And I'm just sitting there just like, man, I think I need to clean my wheels. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, now you got to see a little wheel polishing And I've seen those videos where like at truck stops, they have those special wheel polishers that like have like multiple heads on them, and they just put a little butter on it and just run it in and out, and they're done in like 2 seconds. I ain't got it like that. I got the little weird spinny boy, and I could use one more of them that had that more of a cone shape to it, because to be honest, getting all inside like this area here is way more difficult. And then like even in here, I didn't even get to really get into there because the head is like so much larger. If I had a cone, I could kind of like brush the edge and shit. But yeah, either way, the truck's looking way better now. I'm feeling good about them being polished up. They're not like mirror shine polished, but like they're a lot better. So Bushtail, what are you doing? Oh, okay, it's actually his truck. I apologize for letting you guys think that was my truck. That's actually his truck. And then, what are you doing? Found a frog? Yeah, you did. All right, you gotta leave that thing alone. Oh, it's a locust. Leave it alone. Don't worry about all this. Yeah, this is all my boxes from all my shit. And then I use that big old girl to run all that shit over. Because these boxes, like to break them down, is they're really strong. Okay, I hear you. Okay. Take it easy. Here, show the people. Hey, where you going? Where you going? Indoor cat outside. Fucking loves it. It's wild. But yeah, I think that got a lot of things going on here in the background, and you know what I'm saying, everything else, you know what I'm saying, boom, whatever. But the truck's looking way better. I hate washing this thing too, because I need to get like one of those like pole extensions that you put like the wash mitt on or something. Because like washing the roof, I gotta stand on the bed rail and lean over as far forward as I can. I still can't quite reach the front on the roof and shit. So it's like, you know what I mean? And the truck's outside all day, so like, I hate to tell you this, but all these trees, all they do all day is dump shit like sometimes this shit, well, a lot of that's from the cut grass, but it's shit like that pollen and all the bullshit gets all up in the trees, and it just constantly dumps all over all the vehicles, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest, you would think that having cars inside the shop, oh yeah, the cars are gonna be great. No, it's dusty in there too, and all the cars get covered in dust. So everything's always like, I don't know why everything's so dusty. Fucking weird. Anyways, hope you guys enjoying the video. I got a lot more coming up. Things are getting different, things are getting wild. I'm still in the process of trying to figure out how to build this, or I should say take all this shit down and build something better and way not as large. That thing's crazy. I'm still in the process of doing a whole lot of other things. In a video or two from now, I'll have an update for you on the waffle car, which is that car. And if you don't know what a waffle build is where you can make a purchase for X amount of dollars, and it's a specific purchase that puts you an entry into being able to win the vehicle. And with that being said, it is not like it's not a giveaway. You specifically enter, you can only buy one thing. There's limited entries specifically for that, but you're gonna get something obviously for it. I'm gonna give you like a decal or something cool, but that's gonna be a cool car. That's gonna be a cool build that you guys, the subscribers, the followers, are gonna be part of. So you guys are gonna have a say in the things that we do, the modifications we do, the style we go with. So I would stay tuned for that, you know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, check out the Instagram. I'll probably have the information on there than anything else. Yo, what is my man doing? What is you doing over there? Ooh. Ooh. Hey, get out of there. We got rabbits. We got all kinds of creatures out here. Shit, wild. Push down. Get. Anyways, yeah. So we got a bunch of cool shit happening. I know I get a little distracted. I know I like to walk and talk a lot, you know what I'm saying? But it's part of why you watch the videos, right? Came to talk about some things. Here for me to show you some things. I'm trying to switch up kind of how I do videos. This is why I've been doing like video segments talking after, video segment talking after, versus like just giving you everything and then talking about everything afterwards. I also tend to forget about things that have happened in the video because when I'm filming these sections of the video, it's always after it's already happened. So I have to kind of go back and check and see how things have gone. And even then I still kind of forget about some things. So if you see something that I forgot to talk about that was in the video or you're curious about, hit the comment, shorty. That's what the comments are for. Don't worry, I see them. I see them. I see them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We got more things coming. We got more things happening. I really want to work on this, but as life has taken me in the direction it's taking me right this moment in time, I'm pretty much a full Honda boy right now, which you're going to be seeing here shortly. So yeah, we'll go over that soon. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video again, and just remember, always stay sucker free.